Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry. I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. So let's just get right to the reading here. I feel like there's a feminine energy. She's very upset about the holidays coming up in December here. And she's very emotional, very upset. So the Four of Wands is the holidays and celebrations. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is lack of progress and planning, short-term focus. So I don't feel like it's lack of short-term planning. I think it's lack of, I feel like there was just sudden notice that that the holidays are going to be difficult. I believe it's going to be like that for most of us this year. So you either got a message that your Christmas plans have been changed, or you're going to get a message that they're changing, and it's short notice and it's going to leave you upset and disharmonious, I suppose. Your ancestors, they want you to try to take stock of what's going on right now. Try not to take this holiday situation, this 2020, this year, it isn't personal, right? This stuff is happening to everybody, and some people are taking it harder than others. Some people it affects more than others. But the fact of the matter is, we are all dealing with this in one way or another. It's a challenge for us. It's an emotional, spiritual, physical challenge for us all to be staying at home and staying away from our loved ones, especially at this time of year, trying to maintain social distancing so we don't get everybody sick. The Six of Fire in reverse. Lack of confidence, fall from grace. So there's a lot of fear. I think we all know that there's a lot of fear out there in the world right now. It feels like there is going to be an end to this situation coming fairly soon. I know that some people are very scared, and other people doubt the validity of what's going on out there right now. The Three of the Three of Fire, integrity and victory. So by following through, by going along with these changed plans for the holidays, you're doing yourself a big favor. You're strengthening your spirit, you're strengthening your resiliency. It's certainly not the worst thing in the world that could happen, but it is definitely relatively unexpected. It hurts to be away from your family, to be away from your loved ones, and this could be a time for you to work on changing your perspective, realizing the importance of what is going on right now, taking the time to go inward and reflect on the current situation. This, like the spiritual warrior comes up here. This card is balance, which you need to find balance in the situation. You need to get your inner stuff in order, your inner life, get it in order. Tend to your inner fire, tend to yourself. Working on your spirituality, working on your spiritual journey, your healing path. Now's a good time because you do have the time, and you have to do it anyway, so it just kind of works out. The dragonfly represents change. The wolf represents protection. The owl is wisdom, and I feel like the owl is also transformation. So there's a lot of changing going on, a lot of reprioritizing for the holidays, a lot of inner reprioritizing, I guess. You have the skills to, you have an abundance of caring, love and caring. You have lovely personality traits when things are going the way you want them to. And when you are dealing with change, I feel like it's something that's hard for you to deal with. You are not easily adaptable, but you do have a supersonic super strength within you. Part of how you tap into that strength is to ground yourself. Grounding yourself can be done in your mind's eye. That's how I do it. I send roots from the bottoms of my feet down to the core of the earth, tie it into the earth and hang on tight. And when I feel like the energy is coming back up into my body, it lifts me and I reach up. And so I imagine myself on the earth, and I'm like this little person on the earth, and my feet, the roots go all the way down to the center of the earth, and then I'm reaching up, and just above here there's like it's a connection up here to the divine. And so I have this line of this flow of energy that's going, up and down, and I'm not afraid that I'm going to lose my mind or lose my grip on reality, because I am grounded. And also, I've learned when you are a healer, when you're trying to help somebody to heal or yourself, one of the great skills that you can develop is to learn to channel the energy through you rather than taking your personal energy and giving it to others. You bring that energy flow, you use that, and you help to heal with that energy. In that way, you are not depleting yourself, you are energizing yourself, actually. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I know a lady that does that kind of thing, and we have some pretty intense conversations. It's pretty cool. I like the whole idea of it, the whole idea of energy and what you can do with it. So the Father of Water shows up. Emotionally balanced, controlled, generous, warm, thoughtful, masculine, somebody who is very caring and someone who's very loving, somebody who has been so this situation, this holiday situation of yours that is changing, try to look for the good. You know where the good is. Well, you're okay on your own, but it's always nice to find love, isn't it? I've heard also that love is like a relationship is the definition of codependency. But I can't honestly say that being in love and being in a relationship is something that we shouldn't bother with. I mean, that's part of life's joys, right? So the Father of Water, the Father of Air, I feel like this is your divine masculine. The Father of Air is somebody who's clear thinking, intellectual, power, authority, man in uniform. So I feel like you're going to meet somebody who is in the military, someone who's very caring, someone who's very capable, a fighter, a warrior, but also a lover and a hunter-gatherer. Somebody who you're going to think is really cool, and you're really going to like him immediately. The Son of Air, so this is this masculine coming into your life. He's got lots of energy. He is confident with himself. He's comfortable with himself, and he's on his way. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Water. So while you're thinking, you're feeling like you are in this moment of loss, and fair enough, you are. And it sucks that you can't spend the holidays with who you want to. However, because now there's this big detour that life and all these plans have taken, this now closes this door but opens all of these other doors. There are so many possibilities now that can come into your life. So this transformation, this is the number 13, the owl, wisdom, transforming your priorities, understanding what's important. And what's important is love, compassion, creativity, there's a new relationship on the horizon. So not only is there this new relationship and an overflowing of love, can you see it? Can you feel it? Beautiful, healthy love. The next card is the Two of Fire. Two of Fire is a possible partnership and an initial accomplishment. So a crossroads even. It feels like the message is coming through that there are other possibilities. There are, positives on the horizon. If you can see that and see through the emotional chaos that you're feeling right now, that everybody's feeling, if you can see through that and see, or try to look for the positives, try to see, try to understand that by living in the flow and by, feeling like you have everything you need, you have more than what you need, you're grateful, you're not feeling like you're not feeling lost, you're not feeling less than, you're grateful, you're in the flow. Along with all of that comes this feeling of intellectual freedom, emotional freedom, clarity, mental clarity. This is a part of the journey, right? This is a rite of passage. This is something that you have to go through in order to get past it and in order to move on. You need to go through these heartbreaks and disappointments so that you can learn to let go of expectations. You can learn to live in the flow. You can learn that no matter what you do or think, life is going to go on, and it has the opportunity to be very beautiful, very colorful. There is so many connections for you to make, so many relationships. I feel like there's wisdom in this reading. This card, there's the spider web down there. There's the freedom and the colors. This is creativity. This makes me feel of like joy. I feel joy and just a general feeling of well-being. Your masculine, by accepting himself and being so confident with who he is and being comfortable with who he is, by him being that way, it's going to spark something in you so that you can see what self-acceptance looks like. Because I feel like you do not accept yourself as you should. So here is the fish. The fish represents restlessness, change of focus, and lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, The fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When you're in balance, you are adaptable and you travel well. When you're out of balance, you're distracted and you change your mind often. And to bring yourself into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. And your ancestors would like to suggest that this small goal that you work on is to meditate. Okay, it doesn't have to be meditating. For you to do something every single day consistently that is good for your well-being. So that's why I say meditate, or like yoga, or just focus on your breathing, which technically meditation. Your angels, and ancestors understand that this sometimes is a difficult thing to do, but by setting aside 1 minute for yourself, literally 1 minute out of 24 hours that you can set aside for yourself, you set a timer, you focus on your breathing, you have an intention. Your intention is to get in touch with yourself, to learn to accept yourself, and to find your higher purpose. And by getting in touch with yourself, that's how you're going to find that purpose. And literally 1 minute a day. You will build on that, and you will not have wasted a second by doing it. Eventually, I would hope that you will add time to that, and maybe eventually get up to an hour a day where you're actually doing yoga or walking or painting or singing or playing an instrument, whatever it is that you do, your meditation, whatever that is that makes you feel good and you're in it in the moment, makes time fly by, and you would never ever regret even a second that you had spent doing it. That's what we're trying to get to. Do that consistently every day. Start small. I hope you have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.